And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual, and always working throughout the week as well. Compete for Madden League Season 78 playoffs, and we got the AFC Championship game. Yes, we're down to the Final Four. Two of the better Madden players in the world playing for cash and prizes right here live on Valley Live Stadium Sports Network and Watch Stadium Sports app. Also on Twitch and YouTube. It is the intersection of sports and gaming. We put the sports in esports live here at El Aguila Dorado Mexican Sports Bar in Bayonne, New Jersey, right here. Compete for Madden League Season 78 playoffs, AFC Championship game. All right, we'll come inside here. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, Madden NFL CFB League, 2K Association, folks. If it's a Tuesday night or Thursday night, you know, we're live here on YouTube and Twitch, and also Valley Live Stadium Sports Network and Watch Stadium Sports app. We're talking Madden NFL, and soon to be, in a couple of weeks, adding NBA 2K as well after the NBA All-Star break. And folks, we're live right here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant here in beautiful Bayonne, New Jersey, right here off of Broadway in Midtown. Mexican restaurant, great food, great atmosphere here. You're talking about happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Got the mariachi shows. You've seen that if you watch the programs live on Tuesdays, DJs on the weekends. Also, just a great bunch of libations, great drinks. Talk about the food as well. I got it all right here. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant here in Bayonne, New Jersey. The Golden Eagle, it has landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. All right, let's go ahead and bring in, let's go ahead and bring in my brother from another mother. They got the birthday music going on here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey. Hey, Jarrett Guarantano, green 30. He's our quarterback, former University of Tennessee volunteer quarterback, also quarterback in the National Football League with the Denver Broncos and Arizona Cardinals. Jay Jeezy off the Heezy for Sheezy. Good Thursday evening to you, kind sir.
What's up, brother? I didn't know it was your birthday today. They got a little something going on for you.
It
you got
ain't
a couple
my birthday.
Birthdays.
It's somebody's. It's been somebody's birthday for the last 3 hours straight.
That's just a reason for you to party.
A reason to party. You know, let them have cake, is what they like to say. So, yes. So, somebody's birthday. But you ready to get this thing started, man? One game tonight, AFC Championship game, and we get you set for Super Bowl 59 Sunday, just 3 days away. You ready to go?
Let's throw it down.
Let's do it, man. Let's take a look real quick at the rules here. Compete for Madden League Season 78 playoffs. All Madden is the mode here. Competitive game style. Head-to-head current rosters, we like to call those regs. Folks, all 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters. Single elimination format, folks. You ain't got to go home, but you do got to get the heck up out of here. How about the pricing? Because it's all about that shmoney. $300 guaranteed. First place gets $150 and an NFL license. Zipchair, folks. Make sure you go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world, some office furniture, gaming desk, you name it. They also have all 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA teams for all you college football fans and college basketball fans that got college chairs as well. And also if you have a custom pieces, they can do that for you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Once again, shout out to our good sponsor, Zipchair. Second place, $75. Third place, $50. And fourth place runs up out this piece with $25 straight cash. How about the bracket? We'll look right here with the gold, and we'll go on the left-hand side. The AFC on the right-hand side, NFC is set, OG2K and Bronco OG2K. The 8-time champ is moving on to the Super Bowl a week from today, live on a Thursday, February the 13th. That'll be next Thursday night. Tonight, though, we got the AFC Championship game. It is Fear the Huskers, a multiple-time champion, and JBaird, also a multiple-time champion, playing with the Chiefs and Ravens, respectively. All right, let's learn a little bit more about these two young men. I'll take a look real quickly at the player bios, and we'll start with JB. JBaird is his government name. He's from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 19 years of age. Illinois State University, be the Redbirds. He's a 2-time C4 Madden League champ, doing some great things back in the league. And how about his competitor? That would be Fear the Huskers. Folks, you ain't got to love them. You ain't got to be afraid of them. You ain't got to even respect him, but you better show fear him, because on these sticks, he is a problem. Robert Neely, Omaha. He's from Nebraska, 23 years of age. He is a civil engineer. Of course, you've been following along, working on the largest structure, tallest building in Omaha, Nebraska. 5-time C4 Madden League champ. All right, what about the Molly Pop picks? Molly Pops. Lollipop Grapes take the world by sweet storm. Lollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Folks, you see that pink bag? You got to understand it's a pink bag promise. Some of the best produce that you'll ever have. About 20 different varieties of grapes. Lollipopgrapes.com. Lollipop Grapes. Grapes as sweet as candy. There I am, still pacing this thing. Got a 3-game lead over Andrea. And how about our guy, Jarrett Guarantano, 10-3 on the season. Let's go ahead and bring all three of us in here as we get set here, live here on Valley Live Stadium Sports Network, Live Stadium Sports app, and live on Twitch and YouTube. Andrea Richmond, peace up, A down. She is always in the A-town. Hey, Rich, who you got in this one? You got Ravens and Chiefs. You got a 5-time champ and a 2-time champ. Which multiple champ going to get it done tonight?
You know what? I like these matchups, right? I feel like a couple seasons ago, we had it could be a coin flip every game these last couple seasons. Kind of really know what the vibe is. This is one of those matchups where it literally could be anybody. I usually always go with Huskers, but then I look at that team. I look at who has what team. And right now, even though JB and Huskers, man, it's a coin flip back and forth, who has the best team this time? It's JB. Has the Baltimore Ravens, has Lamar Jackson. That is why I go with JB, but Huskers is usually my go-to pick. Literally, it could be anyone. My faith is in JB, though, in this one.
Okay, putting your faith into the black hat brother right there with the beanie on. How about our quarterback, Jay Jeezy, off the Heezy for Sheezy? Where you going, JG? You going to Ravens or are you going the Kingdom? Chiefs.
I thought that was a great call by Andrea. She talked about last game. She also talked about a team that Huskers has struggled going against with Derrick Henry and Lamar. Obviously, he had the last game that we watched with OG2K. He showed some difficulty in stopping the run. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I do think Huskers is going to win. I think he has a better team going into the matchup against the Baltimore Ravens. So we'll see. I got him going, though.
This is a tough one, man. I've been thinking about this one all day. I don't know which way I got to go or which way I'm going to go. I do have to make a pick. We do know that. Man, this is a tough one. I'm with Andrea on this one.
Hey.
If they're evenly matched, give me the better team, and I think they're really evenly matched. Huskers, I think he probably plays better with the Ravens, but JB's with the Ravens.
Yeah.
So we've seen this dynamic before. I'm going to take JB. But I wouldn't be surprised if Huskers wins this game. They're evenly matched. It's literally a coin flip. But give me the slightly stronger team in Madden, and that would be the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're the slightly stronger team in real life, too. They just didn't make it to the AFC Championship game. So give me JB with the black hat, and we'll see how it goes. Andrea Richmond will, of course, conduct the post-game interview. She'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. All right, JB, playing with those Ravens, the flock, down there in Charm City. And our guy, Fear the Huskers, playing with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this weekend. He's trying to get to a Super Bowl. Guys, go ahead and lock it up. Let's play it out here live. Compete for our Madden League Season 78 playoffs. Valley Live Stadium Sports Network. Watch Stadium Sports app. Also Twitch and YouTube. Let's go ahead and do this thing live, guys, right now. Here live from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Mexican sports bar here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Good luck, guys. What stadium we got? Is Azteca? Is that what it is? Azteca? Estadio? What is Estadio? The state? The city? The studio? The stadium, Estadio.
Of Aztecs.
Aztec Stadium is the translation he tried to say. All right, so game is started here. You got JB bottom of the screen there. He is playing with the Ravens. He is on defense. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen is Fear the Huskers playing with the Chiefs. He's playing with the Chiefs, and he's got the ball here. And the pregame show, real quickly, I want to get this in. Brought to you by our good friends at Brooklyn Chicken and Lobster. You can find them online, brooklynchickenandlobster.com. Of course, you know where they're located. They're in BK. And folks, we're talking about soul food and seafood, both colliding, man. We're talking about just great soul food, Southern inspired dishes, man, with the chicken dishes. And then you got the coastal inspired, seafood dishes, man. Got the chopped cheese there, and they got seafood, soul food, man. You got the oxtails. You got everything that you need, man. The mac and cheese, and also chicken and waffles, bunch of different varieties there. Check them out online. We'll be there live on Tuesday, brooklynchickenandlobster.com in Brooklyn, BK. When we're back here live, we got one.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pick me? pick me up off the ground. Huskers with the lead. Was that a pick six while I was talking?
Pick six.
I think it was.
Ooh.
It was. So how about JB playing with those Ravens, flying out to an early lead, 7-0. Let's go ahead and get you set, guys, for Super Bowl 59. Super Bowl 59, of course, just 3 days away. You got the Chiefs. You got the Eagles. Speaking of the other birds that are playing with those Kelly green. I don't think they're going to wear Kelly green. I think they're going to wear regular dark greens here. Super Bowl 59. Let's see here. Eagles, a 1-point underdog in this game here. So getting the money here, getting the points here. It was 1.5, so it's come down. So more money is probably going on Philly now because it was 1.5 early in the week. End of the week, it's about a point with the Chiefs being favored here. How will Philly win this game and try to avenge this loss that they had 2 years ago? And then, of course, was out in Arizona. We'll start with you, Jarrett Guarantano. We talked about our quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He said a fire was lit. How can Philly win this game on Sunday, man, and win their second Super Bowl title in franchise history?
So I think we'll go by offensively and defensively. I mean, I think their special teams are very good, but offensively, I think that they have to obviously feed Saquon Barkley, right? Like they have to be able to run the ball. They have to be able to dictate the clock, time of possession. They have to be able to continue getting first downs on third down. And then when they come to load the box, or Saquon has had that effect on the defense of the Chiefs, then they go and they have to convert over the top. That's when they sit there and say, all right, let's make Jalen Hurts beat us, right? And it's going to be a team effort with Goddard. It's going to be a team effort with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, even Jahan Dotson out there playing the slot. So I think that they have to implement the run and then lead with things off of it, right? See if we can implement some play action pass. See if we can get Jalen Hurts outside the pocket away from Chris Jones and away from George Karlaftis, right? Defensively, I look at this matchup and I sit there and say, like anybody, how do you neutralize Pat Mahomes, right? Last week, the Chiefs did more RPOs and they did more things off their run play action game than they've ever done before. How are they going to be able to stop Kareem Hunt, stop Kelsey, and the load of the wide receivers that the Chiefs have, right? So neutralizing Pat Mahomes and also implementing Saquon Barkley are my two biggest takeaways for Eagles taking this with a win.
Andrea, Eagles, once again, underdogs in this game, slight dogs, basically pick them at this point. How do they get her done down there in NOLA? Is it as simple as run your way to victory? And Saquon Barkley already, a handful of touchdowns this postseason, man, and get it done that way.
I think it is a lot of that, right? The running game is going to be a massive factor in this game. We saw how the Bills, when they ran the ball the last game in the AFC Championship, they really were controlling the momentum and the tempo of the ball game, and that's going to be very huge against Kansas City. Obviously, you want to make sure that you keep the ball out the hands of 15 as much as possible, but also throughout the last couple games, it's just not Saquon too, right? Against the Bills, they gave up 39 rushing yards, right, to Josh Allen. Against the Texans, they gave up 42 rushing yards to C.J. Stroud. They even gave up 55 to the geriatric Russell Wilson as a quarterback, right? He is geriatric right now, unfortunately, in football terms, right? But it's going to be important to not just, hey, man. You get up there in age, man. Unfortunately, once you hit 30, you're kind of old, unfortunately, as a player. And that happens. That's reality, right? But it's going to be important that not only Saquon is going to be effective as a runner, but then also Jalen Hurts, too. And then when they do load, then you hit them over the top and make sure that AJ and Devontae are involved, because that is a massive advantage that you had. We saw that Jordan Reed, unfortunately, was slipping a little bit in that last game, and they were able to get some points over the top of their heads on the Chiefs defense. But on the other side of the ball, pass rush, right? That is the way that you beat this team. They don't have the best offensive line. The Chiefs don't. So it's going to be very important that you make sure that you can get to the quarterback. We know that once he starts to scramble, Patrick Mahomes, that's where the creativity, that's where the stupid plays are really unlocked. If you make sure that you contain him and make sure that you can get to him, ooh-wee, baby. The Eagles are going to be cooking, especially with ball control on top of that.
Eagles, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles, cooking with grease. Real quick, let me ask you this, JG. We talked about the run game. You think Jalen can cook? Because you go back to Super Bowl 57, he threw over 300 yards. We saw what he did in that the NFC Championship game against Washington a couple of weeks ago. Can they win this on the arm of Jalen?
No,
He's making
absolutely.
over $50 million, right?
Yeah, no, I think that Jalen Hurts' running ability is definitely slept on for sure. I also think that it is the last game of the season, and teams prepare for moments like this with running quarterbacks, right? But if you said this was week 4 or 5 throughout the season, they're not going to run Jalen Hurts by any means. They're not going to put the load on his shoulders and sit there and say, oh, what if he just gets hit too many times? He has to play next week, right? Like, this is all or nothing.
Yes.
So I expect.
So I expect run game with the QB run game. Both teams, absolutely.
1,000%. Like these teams are going to be, or Kansas City Chiefs is going to be focused on Saquon Barkley. How will the Eagles dictate some of their run game based off of Jalen Hurts with Saquon, right? Whether that's zone reads, whether that's the thing that they did last week with a QB draw and having Saquon lead blocking, or an inside zone off of it with Saquon lead blocking for Jalen Hurts, right? There's going to be different things that are implemented in the run game that might take the eyes onto Saquon, but really it's for Jalen Hurts, right? And there's nothing to lose at this point, right? Like if Jalen Hurts has to run 10, 11 times and keep the clock running, they're going to do that, right? But that's just going to have to be for the Eagles to dictate how much they want to do that and how much they want to implement, right? They have to be successful on first and second down so that they can have the third and manageable, right? So that their QB run game can get into effect and can be utilized the correct way.
Andrea, real quickly, last 40 seconds of this game here in the first quarter. Super Bowl 57, Eagles used up a lot of the play clock, you know what I'm saying? Got it all the way down, under 10 seconds every time they snapped the ball, scored 35 points, and it still wasn't enough. Is that the play here? Run game, slow the game down, or is Philly okay with a track meet? They played in one 2 years ago. Didn't work out for them, but it was close.
Yeah, I think this Eagles team, more than the one that we saw previously 2 years ago, is more equipped to be able to keep up in a track meet. Obviously, A.J. Brown and Devontae, and then have Saquon too. Like, that's a lot of firepower that you have right there for them. I mean, you look at the other side for the Chiefs, which we'll get to. Their wide receivers not obviously as good on that other side. The only problem is if you're in a track meet with 15 and he gets the ball last, then you're in a situation to where, hey, man, you're in a rock and a hard place. And guess what? Unfortunately, that L feels a little imminent. So ball possession has to be the way. I think that's the only way you can make this happen. Track meets possible, sure, fine, but you don't want 15 to have more chances than not, because once it starts being a game of coin flip and possessions and all of that good stuff, if it leans KC's way, then guess what? They're going to end up getting the dub anyway.
Right now in this Madden game, it is not going KC's way. JB with the lead and the ball inside the 10-yard line, red zone, third down here. Can pick up a first down here inside the 1, it looks like. Watch this play here. Lamar taking down, probably going to kick the field goal here. Real quickly, guys, that first quarter brought to you by our good friends at GBNY. You can check them out online, gbny.com, 4 locations in New York City. I go to the one at Jamaica Coliseum. It's in Queens. Hey, Andrew Richmond, we see Swiss Beats. What does that mean?
Zone, zone, zone.
Zone, zone, zone. Folks, they got all the gear that you need, all the Jordans, everything that you want, man. Yeezys, Adidas, Reebok, you name it. Plenty of gear. Use my promo code Larry20. That is promo code Larry20 to get $20 off your purchase. Once again, use my promo code Larry20 to get $20 off your purchase. Check them out online, gbny.com, and also GBNY, the app. All right, we're back live at Aguila Dorado Restaurant here in Vail, New Jersey, man. Got Jarrett Guarantano, the former University of Tennessee volunteer quarterback, as well. Played with the Broncos and the Cardinals. Andrea Richmond, she is in the A, top right-hand corner of the screen, middle of the box there. Fear the Huskers, 5-time Madden champ with the ball, and the Kansas City Chiefs started the second quarter. He is down to nothing. JB, 2-time Madden champ, C4 Madden champ, bottom of the screen, playing with the Ravens. He's got the lead to nothing. He is on defense. All right, we just talked about the Eagles and what they need to do to win. How about the Chiefs, their opponent, of course, back-to-back Super Bowl champs, man. You look at what Kansas City has done, man. It's unprecedented, folks. Like, you think about it, all the Super Bowls that they've been in, 5 Super Bowls in the last 6 years. No one's ever done that. They're trying to be the first team to win 3 in a row. That's never been done. Patriots have gone to 3 in a row. We've seen teams go to 4 games in a row, the Buffalo Bills, and lost all 4. What do the Chiefs need to win? What they need to do, Andrew, to keep this win streak going in Super Bowls and win an unprecedented 3rd Super Bowl in a row? First thing to do that in the Super Bowl era. Speaking of winning, right now, yeah, Chiefs are winning.
Yeah.
At least on this play right here. That's a nice run there by Huskers.
Well, offensively, I think having that guy helps, right? Making sure that you have Pacheco. If you're going to be in a battle with a running game, you want to make sure that you get some deception involved. This Chiefs defense is really disciplined, extremely disciplined. The secondary is. So making sure that you have the running game going so you can initiate some play action and inject some creativity to throw this defense off is going to be paramount if you're looking at the Chiefs offensively, right? Making sure that you involve the short game in order for them to move a little bit. You know, they have a lot of short threats, right? Worthy, you have Marquise Brown. Make sure they wiggle a little bit underneath so they can get some yak going as well. And then over the top, if they can get a couple things going, I think that's where the play action game goes, where if you can get D-Hop just one play over the top, I'm not sure.
What about that guy right there, Travis Kelce? How important is he, Travis Kelce?
He's going to be huge, especially linebacker. You're going to make sure, like, to get Bolton in some crazy situations, right, and stretch him out because you want him to focus so much on Pacheco that maybe that, hey, you can get some wiggle room going with Travis Kelce, and then he can go ahead and get something going in the seam. But you look at the defense, right? It's going to be a big day for McDuffie, and it's going to be a big day for Justin Reid and that secondary. You have a tough matchup with A.J. Brown and the Skinny Pimp, right? So you're going to want to make sure that you cover up make sure no big plays back below, but then also too, you have to make sure that you don't have any short plays because Saquon is going to eat, right? We want the middle. That's where we really want to go. Jalen Hurts beat us in the interior in the intermediate game. The quick game, that's where if you're going to get beat, I'd rather get beat like that. But as long as 15 just has enough protection too, you can make this go and you could secure this victory. It will be a tougher challenge than last year though.
Wow, speaking of the victory right now, JB on the path to a victory. How about Derrick Henry? Man,
6 tackles.
He's been running over everybody, dude. Yeah, no one's brought him down when they first hit him.
No.
This is almost like they freaking, buffed him or something. It's like his attributes, man. Like, what are they doing here? Remember Ezekiel Elliott back in like Madden 20, Madden 21? It was like he had a force field. The stiff arm, you couldn't even get near him. I'm like, this is not fair.
It was
like actually NCAA football too, this past year.
Yeah.
Punch on those guys. Ugh. Yeah, that's crazy. JT, let me get your thoughts here. You look at the Chiefs trying to win 3 in a row. It's never been done. We know everything that they stand for. Close games, Andy Reid, just everything that they've done, man. How do you see this one going on Sunday for the Chiefs to be able to pull this out?
I would say offensively, they need to do their best to neutralize that Eagles pass rush or just their defensive line in general, right? Like they have a couple of great run stoppers as well, and they also have one of the best defensive linemen in Jalen Carter. Nolan Smith's been playing very good football. Jordan Davis, very good football. So they're going to have to find ways to neutralize them and take them out of the game.
Is it simple for Kansas City? Clock. Keep this thing close because when it's close, we're going to win. He's come back in all 3 Super Bowls that he's won already from being down in the fourth quarter. Double digits in a lot of those cases too. Is that simple for the Chiefs? Just keep it close and they'll win it in the end?
I think that the Eagles defense is more suited for a runaway game like that. I think their defense is better than the Chiefs defense this year, to be honest. I think the last Super Bowl, it was kind of vice versa. I don't think the Eagles defense was kind of made for that
17
moment.
Points a game, you're right.
Right. I don't really see that. But this year, I think the track meet would be beneficial for the Eagles. I don't think either team wants that right now. I think that the Chiefs are going to try to find a way to run the ball, whether that's outside zone, away from their interior D linemen, try to wear and tear on them. And if they can get the ball out quick, frustrate them, run RPOs with Pat's reading off of them, that would be awesome just for game plan purposes. I would also sit there and say that Pat has to have a big game in the air. Right, you look at the last week or 2 weeks ago, and then you look at the week before with the Rams. Right, Matt Stafford threw for 350 yards in the snow. Right, it showed a lot of pass concepts and it showed a lot of things in which Sean McVay utilized versus them that kind of exposed the Eagles' pass defense. Oh no, turnover!
Wow, that's a crazy one.
That was brutal.
That was
man. But yeah, so I think that you will see Pat Mahomes have a good day throwing the ball just because I think that there's holes in that Eagles pass defense. Now for the Chiefs defensively, it's going to be how do you neutralize Saquon Barkley, right? How do you stop him? How do you make Jalen Hurts have to beat you on 3rd and long? Making sure that they are good on 1st and 2nd down. And then when they get to 3rd down, Let's see if Chris Jones can get them off the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head. Andrea, I was just asking JG about this. For the Chiefs, is it as simple as just keep this thing close? Remember, they got behind, what, like 10 points, double digits for the Eagles last Super Bowl. And once again, when it got tight at the end, they were able to pull it out. Also helped with that and aided with that. Jalen Hurts had one bad play. Remember the fumble? That was pretty much it.
That's it.
Maybe he doesn't fumble there. Eagles win that game. Is it that simple for the Chiefs? Just keep it close.
I think you actually just talked about the thing that is simple, right? I think you can't really control whether or not if it's close, and like JG said, if it's a close game, I just think the Eagles are better equipped to handle that situation. But turnovers, that's the thing that you really want to mitigate, right? I think this Eagles team has more ability and more leeway to, if they do get a turnover, to flip it around, whether it be their defense. We just saw against the Commanders, they were able to create and generate some more turnovers, and I think they're better equipped to generate turnovers, but then also to take advantage of those turnovers by how varied their offense is, whether they kill them in the air or in the ground game. Versus the Chiefs, I don't think they have as much leeway just with the amount of talent that they have in the wide receivers, and I don't think that they have as much juice defensively as well, that turnover ability. Chris Jones, if he is able to do something, that's a player you look at that might actually turn this game around or create some turnovers. But it's hard to say, hey, I just hope that we can bleed out this clock. I think hopefully you hope that you can get the last possession. That's where I feel good as a Chiefs fan. But it's
of course they feel. Restaurant guys, got a 20-7 ball game. Start of the third quarter here. JB, bottom right-hand corner of the screen with the lead. Has the ball, too. This is one of those deals, man, where you see a high competitive Madden with these really good players, man. It's going to be hard to come back from double digits down, and the guy has the ball. Real quickly, as we were just talking about the Chiefs and Eagles, their game plan to win. Who is actually going to win this ball game on Sunday? I've got EAGLES Eagles. Who you got, Andrew?
EAGLES Eagles fly, Eagles fly. I really do think that they are much better equipped to handle this game. It's really hard. It feels impossible. It feels like I'm setting myself up betting against 15. It's just like betting against 12, right? They always find a way. But this Eagles team, as long as they stick to being at least a little bit creative offensively, they have a better defense, and they have a great running ability. They can milk the clock out, and they can make it hard. So I think they're better equipped overall.
JG, your thoughts real quickly. Who wins this game on Sunday real quick?
Paper says Eagles, but Pat Mahomes is on the Chiefs, so the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's tough to pick against 15. All right, guys. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. We're right here at Aguila Dorado Restaurant, man. You can check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Mexican, authentic Mexican restaurant, man. Sports bar, man. Got great food, great drinks as well. Libations are definitely flowing here. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Located here in Bayonne, New Jersey, man. Got great food. Great atmosphere, man. Great energy here. Got the patio as well. Mariachi shows on Tuesday. DJs on Friday. Latin nights on the weekends, man. And I'll be here Sunday watching the Super Bowl, man. Check them out online. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. The Golden Eagle has landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Are we back here? Started the third quarter. This third quarter is flying by, guys. I want to get your thoughts real quickly here. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. We just talked about him a little bit earlier. He's going to be coaching in his Super Bowl, right? I believe this is his 6th Super Bowl appearance, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because they had one with the Eagles, lost to the Patriots. So this, 5 with the Chiefs now. So this is 6. Close to Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? As far as wins, close in wins in postseason, close in Super Bowl appearances, close in Super Bowl wins as well. He says he's going to come back at least one more year, and that's next year. Do you think that'll be the final year for Andy Reid? Your thoughts here, JG?
I think if he wins, I think it's done. But I think if they lose, I think he gives it one more shot. Right? It's hard for me to believe.
Well, he's coming back anyway next year. He's coming back anyway next year.
I know, but I just don't believe that. You look at how if you win a Super Bowl, you just ride off into the sunset, right? Oh, touchdown.
Yep.
Derrick Henry's serious, huh? But when you think about, really, or is he going to really try to go for a 4-peat if he wins, right? Like, Andy Reid has had such an amazing career, and he's done such a fabulous job wherever he's gone, right? He's had one of the most illustrious careers from a coaching standpoint that there is to have. I just don't really see a reason for him to come back if they win. Now, if they lose, I definitely think that he'll get one more year in, but we'll see.
Your thoughts, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. I was surprised. I was looking at one of those questionnaires that's like who's been in the franchise for the longest, and Andy Reid has actually been with the Eagles and the Chiefs almost
about the same amount of time. Like, what, 14, 15 years, something like that, 13, 14, 15 years,
Yeah, and that's right outside some of the top 10, like, longest tenures for coaches for any team in NFL history, right? So he's been with both for a very long time, and if he keeps on winning, like, what else does he have to prove, right? He's won, and he hasn't won in the Eagles, but he gets another.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Belichick, that's the only thing, but it's going to be hard to beat that number. Very lofty, but as long as you have Patrick Mahomes, anything is possible.
Like
I
don't know. 3 more years the way they're playing and winning Super Bowls, he can catch Belichick.
No,
I don't know about Super Bowl, not total Super Bowls, but like wins and postseason wins, he can. I think he's what, like 3 or 4 behind Belichick in postseason wins? He can catch him
that's
next
a lot.
year.
That's a lot. No,
or
yeah,
2
that's
years.
True.
2
But
years. Yeah.
when you sit there and you're like, what's the politically correct answer for him to say? Like, he's not going to sit on that podium and say, like, "No, listen, this is my last one," right? Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if he loses, then I probably wouldn't think that it was. But if he won, I would expect him on that podium tomorrow, eating a cheeseburger, saying, "Thank you for the game I love. Thank you, Pat. We've had an amazing year. Like, this is it. I'm done. I'm ready to go right over to the sunset."
You
know, he loves
key.
his burgers. He loves them.
He
cheeseburgers.
He does. And his Hawaii 5-0 shirts as well, man.
That shirt's supreme, baby.
Yeah. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Ultra Game. Check them out, ultragameshop.com. Man, you're talking about authentic and also officially licensed NFL apparel, also officially licensed NBA apparel, all 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams, man, down to earth prices. And speaking of Ultra Game Shop, got this Chiefs jersey. I mean, not jersey, but a sweatshirt and hoodie right here, man. Thanks to those guys. They do a great job, man. Got great prices, loungewear, outerwear, you name it, man. Gear, workout gear. They've got it all. Check them out online. All 32 NFL teams, ultragameshop.com. All right, we're back here live at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant in the fourth quarter. JB with the lead, up 27-13. Is that an extra point? It is. For Huskers coming back now within 2 scores. Probably see an onside kick here. Guys, want to get you back in here. We're joined now live by Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee quarterback, also quarterback in the NFL with the Cardinals and the Broncos, Andrew Richmond sportscaster and esportscaster extraordinary down in the A. Guys, your thoughts here on Belichick? We're just talking about Andy Reid trying to catch Belichick. Can catch him in 2 or 3 years maybe with wins. Postseason wins, maybe 2 more years. Super Bowls, probably going to need about 3 or 4 more of those to catch Belichick. Well, actually, it would be 2 more to catch Belichick with Super Bowls. Your thoughts here, Andrea, on Belichick saying that the Super Bowl trophy, which is now the Lombardi trophy, named after a coach, he said it should be named after the player, and it should be Tom Brady. Why? Because he's won 7 of them things. Your thoughts here on Belichick, man, giving his former QB TB12 some high praise.
I love the fact we're in this era of sports to where we have trophies, but not a lot of them have been named. So, like, there's an opportunity for a lot of players around this time and era to get to be anointed and be the face and the name of a lot of these awards. And who else but Tom Brady? Of course, Belichick is going to say that because he's a lot of the reason why he has a lot of these rings, and unfortunately, he has not had as much success.
1/6 of his 7 with Belichick.
Yeah, has not had as much success post Brady as Brady has had without him. But when you have as many rings as you do, especially in such a hard sport to get it in the NFL, this is not like the NBA where there's only a couple of players, so it's a little bit easier to keep consistency in teams. So many moving pieces in the NFL, so many moving teams, and it's one single elimination game. So a lot of crazy things, a lot of factors are involved. If you win that much in this sport, you deserve to be named after something. So why not a Super Bowl trophy on top of that?
JG, I mean, he is sort of correct. Like, I mean, look, the player did this, but can't take anything away from Lombardi. Won 4 straight with the Packers. Of course, the first 2 Super Bowls in the NFL. Are you buying this? Rename it after Brady?
No, I don't think that's accurate, right? Like, do I think that Tom Brady's the best ever? Yes. Do I think that Bill Belichick's probably going to go down as one of the best coaches ever? Yes. So, like, if anything, it might be the Belichick trophy, to be honest. But no, like, it's not. the Super Bowl trophy is not a individual trophy by no means, right? So like I don't think it goes to Tom. Like I think now if you go to like if you want to go name a comeback player of the year, or you want to make an MVP trophy, or you want to make something like that, then those trophies can be named after an individual, right? Like, okay, if you want to make so Jerry West is the logo in the NBA. I know we're talking about football, but Jerry West is the logo in the NBA. Like, if you want to make somebody like LeBron James or Mike Jordan, okay, I can understand that. Like,
and we do that in college football, right? Bolitnikov and all these different type of awards.
That was the score there about JB. Now he's up 20. That should pretty much
because those are individual awards, right? Just imagine like college football. Like you went to, I don't know, but who's won the most recently? Probably Georgia. So I mean, I don't know how many national championships. Jake Fromm or somebody won, but what is it going to be? The Jake Fromm National Championship trophy? Like that's you can't really name it after. I don't believe in making it after an individual for a team award. You know, I think an individual should be named after an individual award.
Well, I mean, it is named after an individual. He's a coach, Lombardi.
Yeah, but it's a coach. It's a coach because it's a team sport. Like you can't name just one player off it, like a coach that had ownership of.
But you can name one coach and not.
But Jarrett,
we're naming it after one coach, right?
I like what you said, right? He's doing this so he can angle himself to be named after an award, right? This is all like.
He might have threw a little something out there. He might have just threw a feeler out there.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, you know, if Brady wins a lot, guess who else wins a lot? I'm just
saying. I know. I'm all for that. I'm all for changing of the names. Like, listen, like superstars, Hall of Famers come and go. So, like, listen, if you want to name a stadium after one person, and then like in 20 years, I mean, why is Arrowhead? Like, right? Should probably be like Pat Mahomes Stadium at some point, like the next 20 years, right? Like, it's just, we'll see where it goes in that direction. But team sports, I think it's more coaches and team names, and I think individual awards should be named after individuals.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I mean, it made for good fodder and on talk radio, and it's got us talking about it.
It's tough.
I understand where he's coming from, though.
Vince Lombardi's like 4 times in a row. Like, come on, he's like,
that's
right.
How do you really... the first one to win it too. Right. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a different era, though. It's a different era, man. I mean, you're talking about the mid to late 60s, to like, I was like, okay.
But have you seen NFL films, Larry? Come on now. That's forever. Come on.
Yes. The Autumn Wind is a Raider. I know who John Facenda is in NFL films. Another score there by Huskers making this thing close here. While we got a little time here, guys, I'll get your thoughts here on Kendrick Lamar, of course, going to be performing at the Super Bowl on Sunday down in New Orleans. Won those 4 Grammys the other day, man, including Record of the Year and Album of the Year as well. Now, there's some talk, will he perform the hit song, Not Like Us, right? Of course, the Drake diss, we all know about all that stuff. I don't know, this is tricky, man, because, you know, Drake's got this thing going on with the lawsuit. You're going to put Fox in a pickle. You're going to put the NFL a little bit in a pickle. Is he going to really do this? I think he just might. He's got to at this point, right? He was talking about it at the pregame press conference the other day down in New Orleans. Andrew, you're all about the culture. Is he going to perform Not Like Us? Please tell me yes.
Shout out to 2025, right? Because unfortunately, a lot of bad things are happening in the world right now. But what's the best thing to happen? It's the year of the hater, okay? K-Dot has made sure that the haters are getting their doves. And what better stage on the Super Bowl, in the biggest American stage, honestly, to North American stage possible, to get at your hater live at the Super Bowl, the biggest event that I'm sure that Drake actually wants to perform at. Please, I need this to happen, okay? I don't care.
Toxic.
I don't care about.
Toxic.
Of course. I don't care about. Lawsuits. I don't care about any of this. Get back at your haters. This is a Get Back award. We talk about Comeback Player of the Year award. This is the Get Back year of the world, and it's the biggest song of the summer. Like, how do you not do this? This is the reason why he got in the Super Bowl.
You think in 2024? I think Not Like Us.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
JG, jump in there real quick. You got about 30 seconds to go.
Toxic.
This is disturbing. Like, for the fact that he would want to disrespect my King Drake like that in front of the whole entire world. How disturbing could he do that to Drake? He's the best. Drake is the best ever, and he wants to go out and embarrass him like that. Disturbing. Keep him off. He shouldn't even be performing.
Hey, Kendrick bringing back battle rap, man.
Nah,
it's a sport. It's a blood sport too.
JG, you call me you call me toxic, but you're hating on the hater. So
nah, I'm gonna make a petition. Leave Drizzy alone.
Look, as long as it doesn't turn violent, I'm all for the back and forth. Give it to me. We're eating it up like morsels right now talking about it. But look, if you're Kendrick Lamar, if you can't perform that song, now we're going to be looking at you like, really, dude? You had 125 million people right here on the palm of your hands, and you didn't perform your song? Or at least make reference on it. Say those words. Those 3 words need to be said, not like us.
And I need wop, 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 wop with 5 different camera angles.
I think he will definitely mention it, like, and throw like a just a 3-letter or 3-word phrase, like, hey, he's not like us, and then just leave it at that, and like do a wink or something. But I don't think he'll sing it. He's gonna get too many people in trouble. Drake's gonna really sue all of them.
Andrew, last word.
You've seen what happened this last year. Does he care about being in trouble? That guy does not care, right? He's a true hater.
Well, this is different. This is a different. You better care. This is everybody. This is networks. This is NFL. This is record labels. This can come back to bite you in a lawsuit. I see why he might think about it, but he's gonna mention. Over under, man. I think it's minus money if you bet that. You know what? He'll sing this song or not. So we'll see. Sunday. And shout out to Sizzle. She's gonna join as well. All right. All right, so we got a winner here. Winner chicken dinner, and it is JB. JBaird moving on. JG, your thoughts here on that?
Listen,
workmanlike.
That was a really good game. I think that the early pick 6, really hindered Huskers in the game, right? Like, if you look at the whole game, I thought it was a really good game other than that interception and that tough turnover too that we saw from him when he was driving the field. But with that being said, Derrick Henry, like, he might just be the best player in the whole game, right? Like, he's just unstoppable. How many runs did we just see of him breaking like 5 tackles in a single run, right? Back-to-back plays and then a touchdown. So no, props to JB. Good game, Huskers. Really good game. And I'm excited for this next matchup, JB versus OG in the Super Bowl. We'll see.
It's gonna be a good one, man. Absolutely. Real quickly before we get to Andrea, that 4th quarter. Brought to you by our good friends at Jerky's. You can check them out, jerkysnj.com. We're just there live on Tuesday. We'll be back there next Thursday, a week from today, during the Super Bowl. That's jerkysnj.com. You can find them in Elizabeth on 11 Broad Street in Elizabeth, man. Just great food, man. Jerk chicken, oxtails, chopped cheese, mac and cheese, you name it, man. The grill. Oh, everything is just so good there, man. Folks, I need you to level up your game, man. Check them out, man. The best jerk cuisine in all of the community, man. We're talking about Caribbean fusion there. Jamaican and Haitian food, man. It's just awesome, man. And boy, the best thing about it, man, the Rasta pasta. I had that on Tuesday, man. Look forward to seeing our good folks there on Thursday next week. Shout out to Stan and the good folks there at Jerky's Chicken. Jerky'sNJ.com. All right, let's get it over to Andrea Richmond. She's standing by with the winner. Moving on to another Super Bowl. He'll see if he can make it a 3-time champ. Andrew standing by with JB after this win.
We'll see about the 3, but right now we have a victory from JB. And guess what, JB? I feel like sometimes turnovers in close games are all the difference. And before this game, I feel, even started, before we could even swap over to see the game, you had a pick 6. Tell me how that worked, because we could barely even see that. How did that formulate, and how'd you get it?
Honestly, I knew going into the game that he was going to try to run that RPO as much as he possibly could. And so finding a way to shut that down, like, first drive of the game was huge, because he's already playing from behind. He knows I'm probably also going to be running the ball, which you guys saw a whole lot of.
Yeah.
And so he can't run as much if he's behind already and doesn't get ball at half.
Yeah, Huskers loves that RPO, and that's knowing your opponent. Scouting, people, it matters. But talking about scouting, obviously going into this next matchup, you're going against OG, who has not been defeated yet in these Super Bowl situations. But you do have an advantage having a team like Baltimore and that running game. Do you feel like you're better equipped to handle this OG offense/defense, especially considering the fact that OG almost just lost to another run-heavy game in Broncos, and it was quite a close game.
Do you know what team OG's using?
OG, what team is he OG using? Casey? Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess knowing that he's got Tampa, outside of like Mike Evans, I don't really think there's much to that team. So I should have a pretty major team advantage. I think that'll help me out a lot.
And using that running game obviously will be a huge factor in this one too, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see what happens. Obviously, when you have Derrick Henry, you have Lamar Jackson. A lot of great things are possible. Guess what? It's also a possibility that we're throwing back to Larry Ridley and Jarrett Guarantano. Let's wrap this thing on up.
Anything is possible. Oh, man, it's going to be a hell of a matchup next Thursday. We'll be live in Jerky's in Elizabeth, man. Real quickly, JB, one question. You say you're not really worried about him and that team. Just really control Mike Evans, and it's that simple. You're pretty confident in this, that you're going to break this streak, man. No one's been able to do it so far. He's won 8 in a row. How confident in you that you're going to take him down next week?
I think if anybody's going to break the streak, it's going to be me.
Moxie. Ooh-wee.
Okay. All right. We'll see it next week, man. Before we get out of here, real quickly, let's talk real quickly about joining our Madden League. Folks, if you want to join us before we get out of here, check us out online, competeforever.com/Madden League. Once again, another birthday. It's been like 20 of them since I've been here, and I've only been here an hour. competeforever.com/Madden League. Free 99, free entry, 13 and up, all online. You can win cash and other prizes. Join us now, competeforever.com/Madden League. Also, $1.7 million on the line with the MCS, EA Sports Madden Championship Series. The Madden Bowl going down tomorrow night. It's in New Orleans, live at the Orpheum Theater. That's tomorrow, February 7th in New Orleans. Shabuzi got Jelly Roll, the American rapper. At least that's what the copy says. I still don't buy that. But check it out, the Madden Bowl down in New Orleans, man. That's going down tomorrow. You can watch it and check it out online on Twitch and YouTube if you want to check out some of the action for the Madden Bowl, the biggest event in Madden on the MCS. Also, real quickly, Larry's Locks, folks. Got to check it out. Man, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl 59 on Sunday. MollyPopGrapes.com, the Larry Locks. I'm going to take the Eagles to avenge their loss 2 years ago out in the desert. This time they get her done in New Orleans, man, in the Crescent City, hanging out with those 504 boys. Philly pulls it out and beats the Kansas City Chiefs. Before we get out of here, also, this post-game show brought to you by our good friends at River City Gaming. Check them out, GameWithRC.com. A beautiful gaming facility and gaming center in Rahway, New Jersey. Man, you can find them right there in Rahway, downtown Rahway, on Main Street, right in the heart of downtown Rahway. Huge gaming center, man. They got snacks, they got everything. Sports games, pop a shot, man. You can do air hockey, man. They got pool, everything that you need, and also video games, and also VR as well, virtual reality. They got all the consoles you need with PS5s and Xbox, and also the PCs as well. You can game 7 days a week. They're open till 11 p.m. at night. 3 different tiers: morning, afternoon, at night, all daggone day if you need to. Check them out online, GameWithRC.com. River City Gaming, our good friends Gerard Motley will be out there, I believe, next week after next, we'll be out there at River City Gaming. Check them out online, GameWithRC.com. All right, folks, it's been another good episode here, man. JB moving on, trying to be a 3-time champ, man. He'll get OG2K next Thursday, man, the 8-time champ for Andrew Richmond. If you're looking for her, if you're out there and you can't find her, all you got to do is look in the A, and she's right there. What part of the A? I mean, we're talking about
East Side, baby, Zone 6.
East Side.
Come on now.
Zone 6. I thought you were going to say College Park.
Oh, no, not College Park. Not where they chop cars, you know? East Side.
Gwinnett County.
Not Gwinnett County.
My boy lives in Douglasville.
That would have been lame, right?
Quarterback, Green 30, Jarrett Guarantano. Once again, congratulations, folks. Clap it up, Jarrett Guarantano, man. Yes. UFL. San Antonio, man. The Brahmas.
Get it going.
You better get us a suite, man. We're coming down to San Antonio, brother.
Come on now.
Coming down. Sweet on you, man.
I'm
sweet
post-game
on you.
interview. So how did you feel about it?
We got it on tape too, Jarrett. You know you said it was cool.
I don't remember anything, huh? I mean, that's so long ago that happened. When was it? 2 days?
Way back in the day, man. That was 2 days ago. What are you talking about?
Bro.
Oh, man. He's our quarterback, the former volunteer, also quarterback in the NFL, the Cardinals and Broncos. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, Madden, NFL, CFB League, 2K Association, and they'll do it here live from Aguila Dorado Restaurant, Mexican authentic restaurant here in Bayonne. We'll see you on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, folks. Have a good week. Super Bowl 59. Go Birds or Chiefs Kingdom. We'll find out Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.